أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In this session, we are going to use some more options in answerthis.io. And we are going to start with the research gap finder. Now here you can discover unexplored research opportunities with the advanced tool or the advanced searching features of answerthis.io. Now, in order to get the better results, you have to be specific about your research area. Now, for example, you can use effects of microplastics on marine ecosystems instead of just marine biology. Now, include relevant keywords from your field, mention specific methodologies or approaches. If looking for interdisciplinary gaps, mention both fields. Now, for example, let's say if I'm interested in impact of knowledge-oriented leadership on project success, and let's search. Now here are our results. Impact of knowledge-oriented leadership on project success. Knowledge-oriented leadership refers to leadership that emphasizes knowledge creation, sharing, and application within teams and organizations. In project management, knowledge-oriented leadership has been increasingly recognized as crucial to driving successful outcomes. Now, this is a general introduction of the relationship. Now, what research is available on the direct impact of knowledge-oriented leadership on project success? Mediating factors. Now, mediating and moderating factors. A common finding is that the main effect of KOL on project success is often partially mediated by factors such as team empowerment, team cohesion, and knowledge management processes. Then there are contextual and organizational moderators. And then there is knowledge-oriented leadership compared to other leadership styles. Now, here are your gaps as well. Now, when something is limited, that is, if there is contradictory evidence available, now that is lack of conclusiveness. So hence there is more research needed in that particular area. Now let me discuss one more thing here. Now let's dig a bit more into these results. Let's ask a follow-up question. Now we are asking for recommendations. Search. Here's a comprehensive synthesis of the recommendations for future research. Now you can develop and test models that draw on robust multi-theory perspectives. That is, you can combine the existing theories, or you can use leadership and organizational behaviors have called for clearer definitions and stronger theoretical underpinnings around what constitutes a moderator versus a mediator. Now you can change the methodological rigor by changing the design of your research. You can do multi-level or group level analysis. You can use different statistical approaches, and you can look for validation of measures as well. Now if you look here, process and mechanism elucidation, you can have, for instance, culture, organizational change, or technology. These can be your moderators. Similarly, you can open these papers and look for mediators that are recommended. Now, again, this is a very good starting point to find out what research is available in an area and then how to take it forward. Moving on, the next tool in answerthis.io that we can use is, let's say if you want to edit it with AI. So you can download the PDF, the document in Markdown. You can easily copy it, share it, or share it privately as well. Let's edit it with AI. Now here what you can do is you can change the number of headings, a number of subheadings. And let's say, for example, if I go for the normal one, you can just simply generate outline. Let's see how it works. Now here is the overview. This is how it will look. Now just review it and then you can replace everything. Now one more thing, let's say you can change the style if you want. Let's say I prefer APA. Now here is your APA style. Now if you click on it, you can have the citation details as well. Here, it was published in International Journal of Organizational Leadership, and these were the authors. Actually, I am one of the author as well. So cross it and you can go to full outline, and let's say we generate the answer. Now here is the outline. Just review it and you can replace it or add it at the beginning or the end. Now furthermore, there are other options. You can look into these as well. Now you can edit it, reword it, maybe generate questions, summarize, or let's say we want to reword it. Now you can generate or you can summarize if you want. You can add a custom prompt and enter the instructions as well. Now you can have your own library, the papers that you have earlier uploaded to the library on answerthis.io. You can search more papers as well. Now moving on, let's go back and let's use the Paraphraser tool. So let's hold on. Now let's go to our AI writer first, and we already have some text here. Let's say if I copy this text here, right click, copy. Let's go to our new query and we can use the Paraphraser tool. Now put in the text and we can have more academic, or you can have other options as well. Let's stick with academic for now and rephrase. Now here is your text. Now it's always recommended to please read this text. Now again, using AI tools, it's inevitable. Now we will have to use it at the end of the day, but in order to make it right, in order to properly use them, you have to complement it with your reading. The more you read, the more you will be able to use these tools in a proper manner. Now again, read through this text, see if it's paraphrased according to your requirements or not, and then you can use it as well. Now let's say use it as new input, so that text is transferred here, and then you can rephrase it again. Now again, you can change the length, let's say, and the variation. So variation is high. Let's say we want to reduce the length. Rephrase. Now here the length is reduced and the variation is high. Now moving on, obviously you can then copy this text, or this one, copy it, and you can go back to AI writer and then use this same text here in your AI writer as well. Moving on, let's say if you want to save it, you can save it as well. Now the document is saved. Or if you want to copy it, you can copy it as well. So let's say we've copied it. Or you can export to PDF as well, or delete the document. Now moving on, let's go to new query. And now we are going to use the Empathy tool. Now what does the Empathy tool do for us? Now it makes your peer review kinda smarter and more constructive. Now you can use the Empathy tool built on a proven editorial framework to elevate your tone, clarity, and impact while staying true to your voice. Now let's start and see how it works. Now you can enter your review text, paste or type the peer review you'd like to improve using the Empathy framework. Now let's say we have our text that we just copied. So let's say if we delete this and paste our text here. Now here is the text. Now let's say we delete all these instructions that we had, And let's say we start the empathy analysis. Now, step 1. Now, there are 7 steps. Reviewers should evaluate manuscripts by understanding the journal's scope and mission, ensuring the research aligns with advancing the field and meeting practical and scholarly expectations, while offering constructive feedback on methodology, analysis, and contribution to the journal goals. Now, this is the step 1. Now, let's run this stage. You can always skip it and move to the next stage as well. Now, here is the comment. Appreciate the journal's mission, that is the trait. The following sentences do not clearly articulate how the work contributes substantively to the journal's mission or explicitly guide the authors towards alignment with the journal's scope. Instead, they present the information in a broader way without referencing to the journal or its mission. Now, again, this is the original text. This is the suggestion. Now, if you want to accept the suggestion, just press accept. Now, similarly, you can go on and read all these recommendations and accept or reject it if you like. Let's say if I reject it, or let's say if I accept this one, all good. And here is the modified text, updated review text. Now let's say accept this one is rejected. So this is how you get your updated text, and then you can simply move to the next stage. And let's say if it's the developmental mindset. Now let's say we skip this stage. Now this one, reviewers should deeply engage with the entirety of a manuscript to understand its core problems, theoretical contributions, and intended impact. Now this is very important. Let's run this stage. Now similarly, go through each stage, read the instructions, run this stage, read through the recommendations. You may accept them, you may reject them, and move on to the next stage. And this is how you can use Empathy tool to get a more detailed review of your work. I hope this small video would have helped you understand how to better use answerthis.io for your research. Thank you very much.